You wrote an essay on the show in online college 3 years ago, Indigo? Oh my gosh. That just reminds me of, like, in high school, like, I was so like, high school was, like, my peak Sailor Moon obsession, and any, like, school project that I could somehow worm in some kind of Sailor Moon reference or use Sailor Moon as like a structure for the projects or something, any way that I could incorporate, like stealth incorporate Sailor Moon into like my school projects, I did. Like I found there I should, oh my god, there I still have it. I should show you, like especially art class. Art class in high school, when we were allowed to do what we wanted, just we maybe had to do a certain art style, but we could draw anything we wanted as long as it was like that style or in this medium or whatever. It was Sailor Moon. I would pick a Sailor Moon character, or it would be like the planet symbols, or like anything, anytime. It was Sailor Moon. Or I think once or twice I did do, which is funny, Cardcaptor Sakura. Even though I've said many times that I have never been able to get into that anime, I still love the aesthetic of the characters. So like, and I had a little Sakura figure, and so I think one of them was like drawing something from like an object, and we could pick the object, and so I picked a little Sakura figure, and so I drew the little figure. I had to make a children's book. Oh my god, I think it was for my English class. I had to make like a children's book as like my final project. And I both wrote it and drew pictures. I drew pictures in it on paper by tracing Sailor Moon images, by tracing Sailor Moon anime pictures and like changing their like hair and outfit. Oh my god, I still have it somewhere. I should dig all this out. I did. I don't remember. It was about fairies or something. I don't remember. I remember the pictures. I used a lot of pictures of like Sailor Moon and Chibi Moon, and then I like changed it and gave them like fairy wings. And I like colored it and everything. Yes, I'll find it once upon a time. I still have it somewhere. I don't know where it is. And it was like fully illustrated. I'm sure I got an A on it. I like bound it. I just made it like on paper and then I bound it with like yarn. So I was using, like I said, I was using Sailor Moon for everything. Anything I could, even if like the story wasn't about Sailor Moon, like the pictures were traced Sailor Moon characters. Like Sailor Moon always takes over like a chunk of my brain nowadays, like even today at all times. But like back then it was like, I'm shocked I learned anything about the real world because like most of my brain was Sailor Moon at all times. Cardcaptor Sakura too during my online college year, yes. In college, I think in college was the height of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters hyperfixation. I went through phases. Like, end of middle school and all of high school was Sailor Moon obsession. College was like the height of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Obsession. Um, Life gets fuzzy after school because then it all just kind of blends together. Then it's like, because you don't have like the clear like elementary school, middle school, high school, college, right? And then after that it's just like life, right? You have the big things like, got married or had kids or, whatever. But like it all starts blending a little more after that. So it's just like, you go through phases. Guild Wars. Guild Wars was the other one. So, yeah. So if college was Yu-Gi-Oh, when I got out of college, that was then when I got into college, and then for like 10 years, it was my anime convention phase. So I was kind of exploring. I was watching a lot more anime, doing a lot of cosplay and stuff, and um but yeah, then I got into Guild Wars. That's right. Then I had a big Guild Wars era where like that was like my number one. That's when I started the YouTube channel. Um was the height of my Guild Wars hyperfixation. Um Yeah, and then pretty much, and then we just play, branching out into lots of games, and I think it was that until Kingdom Hearts, and then Kingdom Hearts took over the brain. Kingdom Hearts is still number one. It's gonna come back a lot once KH4. We're in a huge Kingdom Hearts hiatus right now, and it's interesting. Some series I got into like as they were releasing, and then some I got into like when they were done. I actually didn't discover Sailor Moon, like the 90s anime, until it was over in Japan, until it was completely over. Um, and then I had just started watching it on US television. High school was your Kingdom Hearts phase. Nice, nice. Yeah, so then I got into Has Been. My Has-Been hyperfixation comes in like tiny, like very small bursts. It's not like a sustained. It's sustained, but it's never sustained like number one, like Kingdom Hearts. Like once Kingdom Hearts hit me, like it's been like a sustained number one. Like half my brain is always Kingdom Hearts at all times, right? Um, and like Has-Been, it'll depend. I'll get like super, super, super like in like for the first couple months after I discovered Has-Been Hotel was like, my brain was Has-Been Hotel. And then it waned very quickly, even though it's still like top 6, right? But like Kingdom Hearts was just like always, right? And now it's like, and like Sailor Moon's like a part of who I am. And so like Sailor Moon is like kind of always that. Like I can't call it number one hyperfixation because like my brain isn't focused on it 24/7, right? Like there's always that one, and like that one has been Kingdom Hearts for about 6 years now, right? Like, but like but it's so weird, and like this is how my brain interprets it. Like I know everybody's different, and like everybody kind of interprets this. To me, it's kind of like I think of like the phases of like this was my number one, like what my brain thinks about at all times, right? And these characters, and coming up with stories for these characters, right? It's crazy. Like that's, I don't know, it's like trying to describe how my brain works, you know I call Yu-Gi-Oh my first love, and I still love it, but Kingdom Hearts right now is my hyperfixation. TGCF is my third. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, see, you understand how it's like Yu-Gi-Oh is your first love, and so there's like a sustained obsession with it, but it's not like all-consuming, like whatever your current hyperfixation is like the all-consuming one, right? But then like, yeah, that's exactly, you get it. That's Sailor Moon for me. Like like Sailor Moon is always there. Sailor Moon is always like, there's like the surface of the water, right? And Sailor Moon is like just right there on the surface of the water at all times, but like right underneath it, right? So it's like Sailor Moon is always in the water. It's always there. It always will be, because it was my first love. It changed my life, right? And so there will always be this extreme, extreme love for it, even if it's not like I'm not writing fan fiction about it anymore, right? But then you have the ones that like are above the water, and like for like Kingdom Hearts is just like, it's like SeaWorld. Kingdom Hearts is just like everything above is just above the water, right? Like Kingdom Hearts is all like in the sky right now. And like Has-Been is like a dolphin. Has-Been for me, like it's sometimes metaphor hyperfixations through like, I don't know, ocean metaphors. So like Has-Been will come and go for me. So I'll be like super, oh my god, Has-Been Hotel, and then the dolphin will go below the water, and I won't think about it for a while. And oh my god, and then like I'll think about it, and then it'll go under the water. Yes. Guild Wars was like my above the water, like for a long time. Again, even before I started YouTube, because that was when I like cosplayed Gwen. I was playing Guild Wars 1, right? Like my Guild Wars obsession goes back to Guild Wars 1. And so there was a time when the Guild Wars series was like the above the water like all-consuming, hyperfixated on Guild Wars. I never wrote fan fiction because for me that's like a big thing. I never wrote fan fiction, but I did make cosplay. I did make, I wrote songs. I made music videos. I made, videos. I played the game obsessively, so there was all of that. Um, for Guild Wars for a long time. So now I would say Guild Wars has kind of sunk back below the water, but it's still there and is like it's like they're skimming underneath the water. And then like a new expansion will come out and then like the fishies will come up. Like when like a new expansion comes out and then it'll go back and it'll be like simmering. It's like the foam under the water. Guild Wars is like the undertow. I need a chart. I need to like make a paint. I need like to open Photoshop and make a chart of like my hyperfixation. Oh my god. Oh my god, 13,000 hours on Football Manager. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. You still play Guild Wars 1? Me too, especially once the 20th anniversary was a couple months ago. I I've gotten back into Guild Wars 1. I got my God Walking Amongst Mere Mortals title. I pop like when I play a game in the evening, like just for me off stream, I bop around between a lot of different games right now. But ever since the 20th anniversary, Guild Wars 1 is one of them. That I'll, like, oh, let's load up some Guild Wars 1 and do a Zaishin quest or whatever, do a daily or whatever. Yes. Thank you, Gray. Thank you. That's my analogy. I will now describe my hyperfixations as ocean metaphors. Been with Kingdom Hearts since day one, and while I got every game as they came out, I didn't hoard merch until after KH3. Wow, see, that's interesting. So it wasn't like a day one. That's the other thing is there's like Rain God, thank you for the 95 months. You are not alone, Mal, in that like you don't beat games because you don't want them to end, so like you'll get to the end but never beat it. You are not the only one I've heard that from. I am definitely not like that. I will beat a game. I want to beat a game. Um Often I don't want it to end, but I'm going to finish it because I want to see the ending, right? I want to see how it ends. Um but yeah, that's another thing is the like when like what series or what like hyperfixations or series that you love, were they insta loves or did it take a while before they became, all consuming or your favorites, right? Because there's that too. And mine are all different. Mine are all different. Like Sailor Moon was instant. It just smacked me in the face. It was my first time I'd ever seen anime. And it was just like a random, I caught like the last like 10 minutes of a random filler episode, and something about it, like it was instant obsession. I was just instantly enthralled with it. um Hasbin Hotel was instant. As the second I saw just randomly saw the Addict music video, I was instantly hooked. um Yu-Gi-Oh took a while. Yu-Gi-Oh was one that my sister started watching. I think it caught her eye because she has always loved Egyptian themed stuff. And she started watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And I just kind of oversaw her watching it, and I thought it was like weird at first. I don't know. I remember being like, what is this? This is, what are you watching? Right? Um kind of like, I don't know, like skeptical. I was skeptical of it for whatever reason until and I started watching it. I remember like I started watching Yu-Gi-Oh with her, and I didn't care for it. But then I was like, okay, I'm going to start like from the beginning and see what it's about, because I didn't have context for what was going on. I think she was watching like the end of season 1 and I didn't know what was going on. And I had never watched like a card game anime before, so that like genre was new to me. And I don't think I was watching a lot of shonen at that point either. I was still very much into shoujo. So it was just everything about it was different. And but then when I sat and watched it from the beginning, then I was like, oh, oh, I love these characters, right? So like when I went and started from the beginning, then I loved it. Same thing happened with Guild Wars. Same thing happened with Guild Wars. I was thrust into like an end game beta, and I was so overwhelmed that I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know how to play. And so I was just kind of like, this is weird. This is overwhelming. I don't get it. I had never played an MMO before. And so I was just very like, I don't understand. Um, but un- then I decided, because my friends were playing it, I decided to start from the beginning. And I was like, oh, I love this lore. Oh, I love this like game style. Oh, I love, so like Guild Wars was the same thing. Guild Wars was skeptical, but then when I started from the beginning, I slowly fell absolutely in love with it. Um, and then Kingdom Hearts took a while. Kingdom Hearts took until Dream Drop Distance, which is the 7th game in the series. And yeah, I loved it from day one, but it wasn't until then that I had like, oh no, this is my life now. So that was just like a slow burn, and then pshoo, into the stratosphere. And then what's the other one? Mario RPG, I can't remember. I just played it as a kid and loved it, and then played it again, 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 and then played it again. So Mario RPG is the one that goes furthest back, even though that was around the Sailor Moon time as well, because I think they came out in the same year. Um, or I discovered them in the same year. Mario RPG, I think, came out in 97. That's also when I discovered Sailor Moon. So I don't remember which technically came first, but probably Mario RPG. When did Mario RPG launch? Why did I even get Mario RPG? I don't remember. I don't remember. But yeah, so yeah, crazy. It's crazy how these things work in our brains. And you don't choose them. You don't choose like, this is going to be my new hyperfixation. No, like it takes you. Like it takes you, and it's like love. It's like you don't choose who you love. It just strikes you. It just hits you, right? It's the same with these hyperfixations, just like you don't choose it. You just, this one took me. This one said, "I'm your life now." And you're just like, "Okay." I just ask, why did my top 2 have to be the ones with endless merch? Why? Why couldn't I have fallen in love with a series that like doesn't have a lot of merch? Like Princess Peach. Princess Peach does not have a lot of merch. Mario RPG, doesn't, it has stuff. But they're not making Mario RPG tablecloths and teacups, or even figures for me to collect, really. So, like why couldn't it have been something like that? No, it's got to be like 2 of the most heavily merchandised series in the history of man.